everyone. Yeah, and welcome, and thanks for joining my presentation. So today I'm going to do a little Solidity workshop on how to build the next generation of token and NFT on LUKSO using the LSP standard. So a bit of intro about myself. So my name is Jean. I'm the lead smart contract engineer at LUKSO, and aside of LUKSO, I'm also the author of All About Solidity article series. I'm really passionate about smart contracts, so this is basically the repo that I work on a daily basis, LSP smart contract, and aside of that, I publish articles on Medium called All About Solidity. So today, the agenda is that we're going to have an overview of the LSP7 and 8 standards, the token standard on LUKSO, and the benefits. And we're going to build a very basic proof of attendance NFT as a proof that you intended to this talk. And we'll look at the Solidity code, and I advise you to use the Universal Profile browser extension available at this link. So what are the benefits of LUKSO standards? Basically, there are multiples. First, they are more adaptable for different use cases. You can use them to do things like dynamic NFTs or collection of sub-collections, so you can create more complex applications that are more tied to the real world. They can hold a little amount of metadata. Their interface, you will see, is more unified compared to the other standards, and they have safety and notification feature. But yeah, as the code says, let's look at the code and stop talking. So if you go to this link, it's available also here on this QR code. You will get head into the GitHub repository. So if you go there, you just have to click on Remix, the Remix link here, and you will have magically the whole code loaded. Yeah, and so I'm just going to give a quick overview on the slide. So first of all, as you can see, this contract uses the LSP smart contract. I think I'm going to do it like that, from the NPM package. And first of all, we're going to look at the deployment parameter. So I think if I do it here. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So if you look at the deployment parameter of an LSP8 identifiable digital asset, we can see several things. First, we have the type of token. We can represent token NFTs and token in multiple ways. And second, we can represent each NFT also in even more multiple ways, like basically a number, or we can have more unique identifier, or we can have more complex use case like collection of sub-collection. So now we're going to see how we can set metadata. So basically the way it works is that in the constructor here, we are setting what we call the token metadata. The way it works is that LSP8 uses a flexible key value store that you can see as a mapping. But we are a developer, not a smart contract. And as you know, smart contracts understand bytes. But for us, we are more oriented toward a more human-readable form of how to read this metadata. So this metadata can be represented with these schemas. And you can see you can store things like the metadata of the NFT, or like who created the NFT, a list of creators. So the way things like array data keys work is that we have one entry for the number of creators, like for the length of the array, and then each index is accessible through the next 16 parts of a key. So a bit of a walkthrough to the code here. So the way it works is that first I set up some predefined metadata here at the top. And then we are going to set the list of creators. So there is only one creator. Then I have set up my the address of my UP as the creator here. And we have utility libraries like LSP2 utils in our package to make all of that heavy lifting easier for you. And then we basically set which type of creator it is. So he is an ERC725 account, and it's at index 0. And all of that is available in our docs. It's just that in 20 minutes, I cannot cover all the detail. So yeah. So what's the second benefit? We saw that there is a unified interface and functionality. So if you look at other standards like ERC20 and 721, each of them have their own way to do approvals and do token transfer. In comparison, LSP7 and 8 have the same function interface. The only difference is the parameter for what you are transferring. LSP7, you transfer an amount of tokens. LSP8, you transfer a token ID, an NFT. But yeah, so let's see a bit that in action. How does that actually work? So I built a little D app for the purpose of a workshop. Oh, yeah, with internet that will be better. Okay, cool. So yeah, so the way it works is that, as you're gonna see, we're gonna first deploy our NFT. So we're gonna go in Remix. I'm gonna connect my account. So this is our universal profile browser extension. I'm gonna connect this account. And this is connected, and I'm gonna deploy. So you're gonna have a pop-up window appearing. Okay, I don't know what's happening. Yeah, I think it's my internet connection that's not working great. Okay, well, I will just carry on with the slide. So the way it works with LSP8 is that assets are automatically registered. So here's a basic question. If I send token to someone or an NFT, but I don't tell you, how do you know that you have received it? And the answer is that basically you don't. You don't, and the only way you know is by adding the address on MetaMask, by importing it. But how do you know the address of a token that you have received if you don't know actually that you have received a token? And the way we have built that at LUKSO is by using a common interface function called universal receiver, where you have a type ID to specify the type of token or NFT or information you are receiving, and the data that was sent alongside the notification. And the way it works is that let's simulate a token transfer scenario where you have two universal profiles. One is transferring the token to another. the token contract is going to notify both the sender and the recipient. And what will happen is we have what we call an LSP1 delegate contract that is going to handle the registration of the asset on the token contract. So I have 9 minutes left. I'm going to try again to connect to reload the page and show the demo. No. Which one, sorry? Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to now deploy the contract. So this is the bytecode of the contract. You can see our browser extension in action here after fighting against the Wi-Fi. So you can see if I open the browser extension, there is like the transaction in progress. We can go on the advanced view and we can look at the transaction hash. Yeah, so the contract is basically here. So yeah, this is the contract that we just deployed. And if I go into the sample app that I created for the purpose of this talk, you can see this is basically the like the metadata that I've preset beforehand. So yeah, let's do a bit of a demo. So the way it works is I will connect another user. I'm going to call it Alice to the D app, and the way the code is built is that there is a claim function that basically creates the token ID as the hash of of a caller, and we're going to mint. And the way the parameter works is that we are minting for the claimer, the token ID. True is a parameter called the force in the LSP7 and LSP8 standard. So this is for, by default, everything is false because a recipient of token need a way to register the assets. But here, like I put it as true in case for if anyone wants to try it out with a MetaMask or any way. So I'm gonna claim the NFT with Alice. So you can see the browser extension here. So yeah, we have like different tabs in our browser extension, like the who has access to the smart contract-based account, like the activity. You can see there's a transaction coming in right now. Let's have a look if it has already been validated. Yeah, it looks like it went through. Okay, cool. Yeah, and if I go to if I connect with Alice and I go to her wallet, we can see that Alice has this collectible. But one interesting thing is that we can see that the asset is unverified. So the way it works at LUKSO for verifying the asset is that to make sure that you're actually interacting with an asset that is genuine is that as me, as the creator, I have to register this asset in my list of issued assets. So I'm going to just do that right now. I'm going to disconnect and I'm going to reconnect with my actual account. And I am going to click on registered issued assets. And what I'm going to do here, basically under the hood, is that I'm setting the entries in the storage of my UP for the LSP 12 issued assets, the list of assets that I've created. Yeah, it's probably a bit slow to update, but yeah, basically, if I go now and I refresh the page, you can see it's already appeared live. You can see now that because I registered the asset, now the asset is verified, and yeah, this is the proof that we have a cross linking between the list of creators in the asset contract and the list of issued assets in my metadata contract. And yeah, that's basically it for the demo. I have 30 seconds left, and it was a bit of a bumpy road with Wi-Fi, but hope you liked it. And if you have any more questions, feel free to ping me. I will be around in ETHDenver for the whole week. In 20 minutes, I cannot go into the whole detail of the code and the standards, But yeah, you can learn more by going to our docs at LUKSO.tech, or you can just feel free to ask us in the team for more detail. Yeah, and thank you everyone for attending to my presentation.